And we are live. Wednesday night with those guys. And Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by those guys. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Wednesday night with those guys. And we're having a little bit of technical difficulties here tonight. We're having a few guys that's running a little late, and we're having a little, like I said, some technical difficulties tonight. How is everyone doing on this hump day? I see we got a few people here. Hey, what's up? El Schmeghead. We have Mike Condon here. What's up? Who else? Drone Shots. JC Flyer. Who else? We got Cool Big. Who else here? Oh, Steven is here. Oh, wait a second. Let me let Lawrence in. So how you guys doing this evening? I'm just here waiting. Oh, you got it. Oh, wait a minute. You got something. Your audio's got to come in a few.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Now you muted yourself. All right, so it's all good. Everybody's good this evening. But Lawrence, you muted yourself.
Okay, is that better?
There you go.
You know what? Can I would like to say 3 curse words. Could I?
Fine.
Huh?
Okay, go ahead.
Fuck, shit, piss, corruption. I'm sorry. All right, it's out. All right, I'm out. I'm trying to rearrange the situation here because now I'm. Let me see if I can turn my phone sideways and go like this. All right. If you don't mind looking at man boobs, that's how I got to do the stream.
Okay.
Dude, I can't get a freaking break today. But all right, let's do this.
Well,
I'm ready.
As long as you got access to the computer, you can see what's going on. You can speak to the people, the beautiful people in the chat.
Yeah, I can. Let me see what my phone level is at because with everything that's going wrong, okay, 84%. I should be good, at least for a while. Okay, yeah, he won't get demonetized for that, else, Mike. I apologize. But I am experiencing technical difficulties. I have a brand new 4K camera, and for some reason, OBS decides that it can't see it, or the computer decides that it can't see the camera. Make a long story short, I'm using my damn phone. That's all.
You sure you didn't mess that camera up? No.
Dude, it's been sitting on top of the tower since Sunday. It hasn't been knocked over unless somebody knocked it over and didn't tell me, which I wouldn't put past. You know how that is. There's a USB plug here that goes to what?
I see your man, Mr. Dixon there. He was on the TMZ, and it seems like the FAA is being very unforgiving on people who act up on airline flights.
Listen.
They're trying to get a
I'm a firm believer.
It took me a year's salary out of people.
Yeah, but I'm a firm believer, dude. It took me a long time to get on a plane and fly. And I don't need nobody next to me acting a fool. If you need to be held down until the police come, I have no problem jumping on your ass.
Well, it is what it is.
Herman, dude was a flight attendant. So if we're talking about the same story, and he somehow, because flight attendants get to fly anywhere they want, airport employees or whatever.
Right. This is what
they said. But they said he was dressed strangely. He had elbow pads and knee pads on, and some kind of neck pad, like he was ready to go to battle.
Hmm.
So I guess they knew that he was going to
He's been on a
he,
plane before.
yeah.
That's why he put all of that on. He's been on a plane before.
Hey, hey, Steady Gardner, welcome back. Everyone,
How you
welcome to
doing
Wednesday
there,
nights
brother?
with those guys. Michael Blades, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the chat because I was supposed to be looking that way at the camera and not down at the camera like this and up at the chat. It's. I need to test this camera on my tablet or something and see what. And I can't test it on my tablet because my tablet doesn't have a USB plug. Damn it. Hey, Tom.
Hey, I have a special request. Can we get a different camera angle for Lawrence, please?
Listen, man.
This one's not working
It's
for me,
man
bro.
boobs
This one
or
is not
it's
working for
man
me.
boobs or nothing, man. I'm barely fucking
Dude, you
broadcasting
got to
here.
put that camera on top of something, will you? I don't care if you
The,
put it on the
the
ceiling fan and you
hamster,
spin me around. I
the
can't take
hamster
this
is.
all night. Oh, by the way, guys, I got to drop off at 6 anyway. And Lawrence, don't get a complex. It's not because of you. Okay.
Go ahead, Tom.
Hello, everybody in the
Just
chat. El
twist the knife.
Spadehead, how are you, brother?
Just twist the
Jason
knife,
Clay.
Tom. It's okay. It's been one of those kind of days anyway.
Don't
Just
worry,
twist
man.
the
You know
knife a
what?
little. Everybody walk up
It's
and
been
take a
It's
turn.
okay, dude. It's okay.
everybody.
As long as I get to
Everyone,
wipe the prints off afterwards. Okay.
Tom, everyone in the chat has had a good day, but Lawrence's day, like one thing after another after another. Now you know how it feels, brother.
Well,
Welcome
go lay down and
to
take a
the
nap,
Slut
dude.
Rock Club.
I had the
Okay.
stream. I'm not. I had the stream set up. So guess what happens? I go to adjust my camera because I'm having problems with my camera, and I unplug it, and at the same time I hit the power button on the computer. I'm like, now I got to turn the computer back on, set up each window and each article and each video, and this was 15 minutes before the stream started.
Go shut it all off and take a nap. Best recommendation
You know what?
can make at
You
this
know
point.
what? Sometimes
Okay.
I do that. I believe starting the day over does help.
Yeah.
I'm a firm
Definitely
believer
does.
of that.
Mm.
But
Well,
I'm here, and I
don't
guess
And
say it.
remember, technology is nothing but another source of frustration that keeps a bunch of people in jobs. Okay.
this is true. This is true. But it's getting to the point
That's
now,
a
Tom,
nice
where
way of
every
putting
time
it.
I go to
Dealing
broadcast
with it,
live
buddy.
on Herman's
Yeah.
stream or my stream, it something's wrong. I have to set up the camera a different way. I have to do this. And I'm like,
Well,
I'm
you
not a
know,
happy
Lawrence,
camper.
they say it. Sometimes, you eat the bear, and sometimes the bear eats you.
Go shots.
You
Yeah,
know,
well, he's chewing my ass and
after
spitting me back out.
100 and something
What's up, Matt?
streams, the bear is going to get to eat now.
True. That's true. I do have to consider it that way.
Excuse me, gentlemen. 1 minute.
So yeah, Lawrence,
So
if everything is okay with you so far, um,
yeah, we better do something before
I
something
was
stupid happens.
checking out this thing here. I'll tell you about Mr. Dixon, but we're gonna talk about him a little bit later on. Not much to
Okay.
talk about. No, nothing special. Um, but there was a kid here. Meet Canadian's youngest drone pilot. This is the article I saw here with advanced operation license. His name is Pramath. I believe I'm pronouncing his last name correctly. I don't know. I'm not sure.
You actually are. You actually are. I at
His first
Google.
name
It
is
is
Pramath.
Pramath. Pramath. Now the last name you on your own. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's just it.
Paddock.
No, you
Pramath Paddock.
don't pronounce all of the letters that way. But anyhow, because I checked it, but its pronunciation is still hard for me. But I say, Pramath has only taken him only 16 trips around the sun, but his love for aviation, has made him Canada's youngest pilot with advanced operations certificate.
Right.
I sent the article. It showed some pictures that he had taken.
I can't even share them because they're on the computer and
Oh,
I can't.
I got you. No problem. Let me see. I'll get them. I
Yeah, I had them set. I have them right here on my. In fact, you know what? To hell with it.
what?
What the hell? I can show them. Okay,
How?
here we go. How? I'm
Oh,
showing
I
them
got you.
now. I'm showing them now. I'm really working. I'm really
It's all right.
stressing here, man. I'm like, you know what, Tom? I agree. After the stream, I'm going to hell of
Taking
bed. I
out,
don't
dude.
care if I didn't eat dinner or nothing.
You need help, bro. I'll pull them up. Where is
Okay,
it?
thank you. But I
Is he?
did save the pictures and hey, hey, John
Uh,
Coopy, what's up?
not
So this young man, for
okay. What do I
mathopathic
have?
is holds this advanced. Basically, it's an advanced exam that you have to take in
Yes, that
Canada.
he's taken for right.
Advanced operation
Is it
certificate, so
Hmm.
he could do commercial work with it.
Yes, yes. And the good thing about it is he has a higher drone license than most average drone pilots in Canada, at least on the non-professional level. I mean, his he can basically do anything like a 107, not anything, but he can do what a 107 pilot can do here in the States. And there were three pictures that they show. One of them is of a night photo of him with the highways, leaving the shutter open, so you get that blurred vision. Yeah, there you go. Herman showing it now. I think you got to share a screen, but if not, um, I think, yeah, they can see it. They can see it, Herman. But this particular one that you're showing right there, that one was taken at night, and you have to know a little bit about leaving the exposure open and stuff. And I'm wondering, why is this COVID window below your window on your stream? It's only on my
Oh,
page though, but
because of
hey, Ray Kelly.
no, everyone can see it. It's because of the title of the stream. That's what YouTube's doing.
Oh,
When you
okay.
put the word
So
COVID in the title.
the advanced certificate can be held. There's a basic knowledge exam that they have, which you have to be 14 or older in order to
Right.
take. Hey, Ray. Uh, but advanced operations, you have to be older than 16, 16
Mm-hmm.
or older, and it's used. You have to meet any of the following conditions. Okay, any one of them. You want to fly in controlled airspace. You want to fly over bystanders. You want to fly
Right.
within 100 feet of bystanders. You want to fly less than 3 nautical miles from an airport, or
Nice.
within a mile of a heliport. So those are the requirements, and you have to take an advanced exam, which must be done in person. Okay, so he's the first one to get in line to get that exam under his belt and pass it at the ripe old age of 16. So
Yeah, he's a high school student in Toronto.
yeah,
Yeah, he started
yeah.
out at I think the age of 11. He received a couple of he started getting these little helicopters and stuff. That's how he got into it.
That was
Gifts
that
and
was
for
the
birthday.
same way I started, with
Right?
little helicopters, the ones they used to sell in the mall.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I got one. Yeah,
I
that's how
started.
he got into it.
Yeah,
And
you had the
then
kid standing outside the Brookstone just flying it like effortlessly. So you thought you too could bring that home and just put it up. And
do you
Mm-hmm.
then
steal
it
any?
knocked over the lamp on the end table. Your wife got pissed at you. And then it sat in the corner and got dusty on the shelf. Yeah, we all went through that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I went through it. And then I wind up getting. I have what they call it, an addictive personality. So if I find something I like, I get
Obsessive
into it.
compulsive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
obsessive compulsive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you
Perfect.
know what? You're in a chat room full of them. Okay, guy? That's what this is all about. Remember, we try to candy coat it and all. We call it a
You're right.
passion or hobby. Is
I
Eddie
know.
Nunez in here yet? Because he's my goddamn crack dealer.
In,
Okay.
in other
So
words,
Hey,
let's
that
show.
realize
guy
what
that
this
can't stop
is.
playing with stuff.
Dude, when I do stop playing with stuff, it better be in the coffin with me. Okay. That's all I'm saying.
I
You
hear
bury
you.
me with that
No,
shit,
I hear
okay?
you. You know, then he moved himself up to the Phantom 3, and then once he got his advanced certificate, he got
Yes, he graduated to the
the
2S.
2S, yeah.
Yeah, and if he's taking pictures like that with the Phantom 3,
Right.
and the
He's
article goes
just
to say, but the article goes to say also, they quote him, just make sure your
so
batteries are warm, and as soon as you take off, let the drone hover for. Oh no, that's the wrong article. But I was trying to quote him. He has to say that even though he has a 5K drone now,
Uh-huh.
it doesn't matter. And we talk about this all the time. Learn to use what you have. Because he said when he had the Phantom, he was using the Phantom. And now that he's upgraded to the DJI,
well, this
it's
kid's
all
only
about,
scratching the surface, right? With his
yeah,
skill set, with the potential that he's got. So no, it's good to
yeah,
see. It's a great article. Great article.
yeah. I don't know what the hell happened, where I got that. Yeah, that's further on down.
Hmm.
Okay, I get it.
No,
Hold on. Here, he says, now that I have my advanced operations certificates, I look forward to doing commercial work. Though I love photography. So he's in it for life. Once you get that first payoff from that license job, you get a taste of the bug.
well,
Then you're
Yeah, well,
just
good
going to
for
do
him.
what
At
more.
also
16 years old,
happened was
he can only go places.
he took it on himself and got into it. No one introduced him to it.
Right.
You know, like to say, like, let's go, let me show you how to do it. He saw it, and that's what he got him, and he gravitated to it.
Yeah,
So,
motivated young man.
yep,
Good for him. Good for
beautiful. I
him.
like to see that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you know, we were talking about Mr. Dixon, and I was telling Lawrence, I was like, you know, it's funny thing. The one thing that I realized about the FAA, they're just like any other agency. Like I was dealing with, because I coach, dealing with the things that happen with the Department of Education here in New York. I see that the FAA is very good at creating a check. And,
Hmm.
and
Hey, what's up, Corey?
you know, I was looking here and they said FAA admin Steve Dixon announces a new ARC for Bevelos flight. You know, at last week's UAS symposium, FAA Administrator Steve Dixon directed a keynote address outlining
Hey,
the
Roger.
progress of the FAA's
Yeah, that was at the
delivering of
symposium last week.
delivering
Yeah.
of drone rules and operations over people, operations over moving vehicles, and remote ID.
Yeah. So for
They
those
go
of you
on,
that don't know what ARC is,
yeah,
that's the Aviation Rulemaking Committee, which
yeah,
is
Hmm.
it's an entity within the FAA
yeah. This is
and
what
Department of
we're saying, that
Transportation.
how they're great at creating the check. But
Well,
they got a
the,
committee of
the
people
FAA is branching out.
from regulatory and from different agencies
It's
in
industry.
industry and
It's industry
regulatory
leaders. Okay. It's government
rulemaking
regulators.
people in the
It's
industry.
public safety members are on that committee as well.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And again, look, you can look at this announcement a few ways, right? But basically, it's a step forward.
Yes,
Going to
it
pave the
is.
way for that
Everything
routine
they do
package
from
delivery,
everything
the
they've been doing
Yeah,
infrastructure
from the
yeah.
inspections,
end of
The
things like that.
commercial flight.
Absolutely.
everything that
Absolutely.
they've been doing from the end of last year, they were serious. They said
Lines
that
up to
December
this year.
30th, they're
Yeah.
putting in a lot of stuff into effect this year, and we're watching it happen. Everyone was crying remote ID. Well, you know what?
Well,
That wave has come and went because you don't hear anyone crying about it anymore.
Well, everything is coming the way it's supposed to come together.
But
We
I did
mentioned
exactly.
find
this
out,
Remember
last
this.
year from the symposium last year
I did
when they
find out
mentioned,
on the,
and everything is going in order and the way it was supposed to
well,
go.
has
This is a
anyone
3-year
registered a
effort.
drone? Has anyone registered a drone lately? Because the FAA website now has changed a little bit. Because now one of the main questions they ask you before you register, of course, if you're 107 or even as a recreational pilot, is does your drone have a remote ID module in it, or
Just
does your
say
drone
no.
have No, but I'm saying that
They'll
does
know
your
by the
drone
serial
have
number and
an
manufacturer you put in.
external remote ID module in it? You're
Right,
supposed to
which is
say
still not
no,
required for another 30 months.
right? But I'm just saying the FAA is changing, and now when you go to register, if you click yes, I think my drone has remote ID. Well, it will not let you register that drone unless you have the remote ID serial number of that transponder.
Just say no.
Right. If you say no on when you're registering your drones, your camera drones or whatever you're registering, if you say no, it will ask you for the serial number of the drone. And
So
I'm just saying this because I had to register. I of course I realized that I hadn't been on and registered anything for a while, but when I got the 2S while registering it, I saw this and I noticed it.
mhm.
So just food for thought. Since we're
So,
talking about the FAA making
good
changes
tip.
and getting used to stuff,
Hey,
you know,
Tom has a
just
tip. That's a good tip, Lawrence. Tom has a tip for this evening. Maybe we'll have a
what's
regular feature, Tom's tip. But you ever buy video cards? You ever buy compact, you
Uh-huh.
know, SD
graphics cards.
cards?
Yeah.
SanDisk in particular. I'll hold it right side up. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Don't throw away the packaging right away, guys. Okay. It
Okay.
might be obvious to a lot of people, but apparently people get into this problem all the time. Look, if you when you
Mhm.
there's a right way to care and feed for your memory card that's in that you're counting on to capture your footage and be able to do something with later on, right?
Uh-huh.
So there's a way to care and feed for it. First and foremost is download images from the card, not from the drone. Okay? Remove the card, put it in a
Mm-hmm.
usually an adapter for the micro SD card.
Yep.
You'll have a SD
Data
card
will have
adapter,
less of a chance of
and
getting
then
corrupted.
put it in a reader. Download the images to your computer. Don't do
Hey,
anything
Johnny.
with the images on the card itself. Put it back in the drone. After you've confirmed that you have all the images and you were able to view them on the computer, then reformat them on the drone using the drone. That's the only
Okay.
way to do it. Otherwise, what you'll
Yep.
run into is
Cool
you
bit.
might delete an
What's
image
up,
here,
Ray?
an image there. Remember, stuff is not written sequentially, okay, in memory.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's written randomly as quickly as it can. Now, that was
Mm-hmm.
physical media,
Wherever
right?
there's a space.
Now, on digital media, it's even less necessary to put things together, okay? So, what you wind up doing, unfortunately, is
Hello, Hugh.
usually don't lose the images. You lose the directions to get to those images, and that's known as the FAT or file allocation table.
Uh-huh.
Now, if you bought a SanDisk card, inside the wrapper, when you tear out the card, but if you cut it along the line on the back where it tells you, and you open up the packaging, there,
And stop
okay,
using cache photos.
there is
Right.
basically a free download to recovery software
Yes, there
to
is.
help you get back
Yep.
those
Everyone
images
destroys the package and
you
always
might have thought you lost. So save these up, by the way, because when you do register the software, and it has a registration number, license number there, it only runs for 6 months.
Mhm.
Next time, it might be a year and a half from now. You go, you think you got the software on there, and it says,
Mhm.
if you'd like to purchase this software,
Right,
it's
it's
only
a temporary.
$69.95.
Yeah.
But if you go back to your little cache or packaging from your cards, go find another one, put the new number in, and you're good for another
Keep them
6
in a
months.
file cabinet
That's
someplace
right.
where you know you
Okay.
won't get destroyed.
So that's Tom's tip for today.
Okay.
You know what, Tom? We may have to do that every week. I like that. I like that. I just have Tom's tip for the
You know
day.
what, Tom? The next time I buy a card, I'm gonna let you open it.
Because right, when you open those packages, you destroy that
No,
you literally
look,
destroy.
a
Yeah.
level of patience is required, okay? And
Nah,
it
I'm
has
like
a
that
dotted
man with the
line with
ruler.
this little scissor, okay? Follow the
Tom,
directions.
Tom, I'm like the
Matt
man with
Cundiff says he didn't
the
know
ruler.
that. You learn something new every
You
day.
learn
It's
something new
true,
every
Matt.
day, buddy.
Every time you buy an SD card, that is in there.
Yep.
So if you save them, you will have a free, like Tom
You'll
says, a
have
free 6 months, man.
basically
I'm
it's a
hanging
get
in
out of
there,
jail
Ray.
free card. Okay, it's
I'm
you're
moving.
trying to salvage those images that you worked hard to get.
Yeah,
Hey, Herman,
yeah.
I'm going to keep trying with this camera, man, because I refuse to believe that my camera does not work. It's screwing up the way it is.
Does it
I
have a
don't know.
light on it?
No, and that's what the problem is because I can't tell if it's powered or not. Deactivate camera, reactivate it. Go
Okay.
ahead. I'm
Yeah.
listening to the stream
Well,
and
anyhow.
trying to figure this
So
out because I just brought this camera, man.
So
It can't be the
Tom did
camera.
the Tom's tech tips, right? and we have here the how to get lost with OBS 101.
Dude, I've
OBS
been
can be
doing
a
this for
pain
I've
in
been
the royal.
yes it
Right.
is. Yes it
Okay.
is, man. I've been doing this for a year plus and
what, getting this messed up or burning out the
I
camera?
guess. I guess because
But
it's just not doing what the hell I wanted to do.
uh Tom, you remember we talked about that guy, what is his name? Joey Helms. He's the guy that flew his or lost his drone at in what do you call it? The big glob of
A volcano,
lava. Yeah,
molten lava.
yeah.
Yeah.
He flew. Well, we know him. If you guys are familiar with the guy, it's because you either saw the articles on him or you saw the videos that he did. But we talked about him here when he went to Iceland
I
and
can put
he did it. What happened?
Yeah, specifically.
go
he went
ahead.
to
I can put the
Iceland.
video, the link in the chat when you're done.
Well, I'm about to try to show the video here, if I can. Let's see if it'll allow me.
I'll give
But
it a shot, drone shots, but
what happened?
no, go ahead. He suggested something.
Oh,
Go to device manager. Now you see the camera. Before you wasn't seeing the camera.
yeah.
So it
He
should
did
work.
this video here. Let me see if I can enlarge it. There we go. Where he flew this volcano. And he's talking here. He's got a video supposedly coming out, I don't know, with all of his work talking about how to fly this volcano. So I don't know if anybody's interested in flying a volcano, but this I would have been I'd have been going up. But this is where we live.
Yeah, he flew straight in, but you know what? It
I'm
has a lot to do with the fact that
terrified.
he was so mesmerized by what he was seeing. He
Yeah,
forgot that it could melt his drone in seconds.
that's crazy.
He was so into the flight that, he was like, because he did a video on how not to crash your drone into a volcano. And he talks about how he was so happy to be doing this flight. And once again, you mentioned he's not one of those guys that just started flying. He was there with a group of guys from Nat Geo or whatever that got to fly
He
the
chased
volcano
us down,
first.
sure.
Yes,
Crazy.
yes.
Group?
So
That's
properties,
the DJI
update driver. Let's try it.
with the what do you call it?
Yeah, I mean, come on. This guy got play all over the place on this.
Yeah.
Okay. All over the place.
And the flight, well, here's the link to it so you guys can check it out. Because you have to listen to it with the music. I don't suggest now leave the stream and go check it out, but click on it, put it in your watch later folder, and come on back to the stream. I watched the entire video.
So he put this up, and of course it got some traction, and the media picked up on it. He got 1.5 million views.
Yeah.
It's not his. He's got a YouTube channel, so he's been putting content up for a pretty long time here.
Right.
And this guy sought out this volcano.
Yeah,
that's what he does. Is he bounces around
all over the place.
I fix my problem.
Yeah, he bounces around.
You fixed your problem.
And he's already got 27,000 views on this video. So kudos.
Who knows? Listen, I wish I had enough drones to fly something like that.
In flying volcanoes, check them out.
Yeah, this isn't. That's a write-off. Okay, that's a business write-off.
Yeah,
right there.
definitely. Definitely. It was worth the risk. The insurance company says, well, what were you doing? Well, it's my job to fly volcanoes, and this is part of the hazard. Now cut me
You
a
don't
check,
even have to
damn
go
it.
to the insurance company on that. You write that straight off on your taxes, man. That's a
Yeah,
total loss right there. Okay.
yeah.
It's like taking that right out of Uncle Sam's pocket as quickly as I can.
Okay, Herman.
Yeah.
I seem to have fixed the issue. I'm
Mhm.
going to click on invite, and then I should
Expect
be
me to let
okay.
you in.
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to the email now if I didn't freaking erase it like I do everything else.
Mhm.
Oh, there it is. All right, let's see if I can click on this one and then I'll end this stream
By the
here.
way, when you get a chance, Lawrence, can you trim the nose hairs in that left nostril, please? Just
I can't no more. I can't.
Get the bushwhacker out and just,
man, if I could just get hair to grow where it needs to grow, okay?
and not where it wants to.
Man, it's picking some fucking ungodly places, dude.
Yeah,
That's
instead
all
of
I'm
it just
saying.
growing all up on here, it
Yeah.
wants to
And
grow
you know
in
what? You know
here.
what really gets me is like I have to like have a 55-gallon drum of Drano. My wife loses more hair in a single day than I've had in my entire life. Okay. So, she goes, oh, you clogged the drain again. And I'm looking at it, it's like, what did I clog it with? Is the question, you know? So
What's up, aerial landscape?
Mhm.
All right, we have the issue fixed. Drone
Uh-huh.
shots, you're the man. You know what? It never dawned on me. It's a brand new camera. Eventually, it's going to need an update. To go and update it. And
Oh,
and
you have the
and you
NYC.
know what's funny? It said it was up to date, but I
What?
clicked on update anyway, and it said up
you
to
don't
date again.
worry. The next update will screw it up on you. Don't worry.
Of course,
Don't worry
of
about it. Yeah.
course.
There's a
Oh,
whole
I didn't
industry
even see
dedicated
you,
just to
Matt.
that.
Big
But this
Matt.
is the kind of day that I've been having,
Oh,
guys.
Matt.
Like Tom
Matt's here?
said,
Yeah,
usually
Yeah,
I
there's
start
didn't
the
Matt.
even
day
see
over.
Big Matt. Sorry
Yeah,
about
there
that,
he
Matt.
is.
Yeah, Big Matt was here before the stream started. He was in the chat for a while.
I'm sorry. What's good,
Sproul
man?
is my middle name, buddy. Thomas S. Dowling. Okay. Sproul is my middle name.
So you got everything good? You learned you good now?
Look at him. Look at him
Dude,
there. Look at him
you know what it is?
sitting on the set of those guys.
I actually think that this USB plug that I have it plugged into
Mhm.
is starting to go, because I always plug the camera. I had plugged my old camera that wasn't 4K into that and just left it plugged in. I never unplugged it. But
So
now
you're
I'm going to use
saying
the
that your
USB plug
motherboard
in
is
the
breaking
back.
down?
Well, I'm going to use the USB plug in the back of the computer so it never has to. I use it on a plug that I use a lot, so I appreciate
No, I
drone
feel what you're
shots.
saying, but I'm just saying you're saying the motherboard is breaking down.
No. This is the one of the USBs on top of the computer, or how you have them in the front and
Okay.
or on the top.
Okay.
Now, since I had the new camera, I've never designated it to a USB plug in the back of the computer.
Plug it
So
into
after
the
the stream, that's
put it into
exactly
your
what I'm going to do.
motherboard.
Very much appreciated, drone
Yeah.
shots.
That's what I would plug it into.
Well,
I wouldn't plug anything into. You understand what I'm saying? Into the case.
yeah.
Like
Well,
that.
usually I do, but I'm still in my transition phase, so it's like plug up and go, and
Yeah.
things are getting moved.
It's simple. The problem's between the seat and the keyboard. It's okay.
Yeah,
You'll get it down. You'll get it, dude.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Yeah,
there's a whole
I know
industry
that.
devoted to this. Okay. The whole technical support industry is dedicated to this. Don't be putting people out of a job. Come on now.
Listen.
That's right up there
Drone
with the other
shots.
one.
Drone
You know
shots.
what?
That's right up there with the other one.
What, the ID 10T
Where
code?
is my glasses?
Yeah. Well, dude. Yeah. And I got them right here. Okay. That's why they're right here. Okay.
You ever see that? Those
Do you
people
know?
like, where the hell am I?
Do you know what I call Do you know what I call my memory?
Thanks, Matt.
Sweetheart or honey, my wife. That's my memory. Okay.
Oh Lord.
God bless her for it.
Well,
The
Well,
proverbial
it's-
head attached to your shoulders. Good thing it is, right?
this
You'd be
is
leaving
true.
that bad boy all over the
If
place.
it's not one thing, it's another. So you always.
don't worry about it, Tom. You'll be fine.
Yeah, and at some point in time, Herman, I just forget everything. Okay,
Oh.
so right, you just who are you? Okay, just a matter of
Have
time,
you
man.
been getting out to fly though?
Yeah, actually, we bounced out the other day. We actually, and I met up with Eddie and
Okay.
his buddy Ray, who Lawrence flew with already. We met up at Flushing RC. We were under this, it's really nice. The Parks Department apparently has supplied a pop-up awning or tent there, or at
Okay.
least it's spray painted that don't remove.
Yeah,
balls.
it's an old tarp. I did notice that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I did.
So
I did. I
Yeah.
haven't been there to see it, but I heard that they put one
we
up.
know who it belongs to. But yeah, so we flew a little from there. Just Eddie and Ray were tinkering with one of Eddie's FPVs,
Mhm.
just tuning it and getting the rates right. And I flew the Air 2. Took I thought a pretty nice down shot.
What's up, JSK?
Top down shot of the little boats. One of the
Yeah,
Dragon
that's
boat
great.
teams was out on the lake.
Yeah, I saw that photo.
Yeah, and and I flew the FPV drone a little bit, so got to burn a few batteries. That was Sunday morning. That's what we did,
All right.
So
Yeah, I got to get out there again.
yeah, definitely. I got the new bike rack, the
All
new
right.
Thule bike rack for the back of the truck, so we can take the e-bikes along with us.
All
Give
right.
us something to follow with the drone, right?
So,
So
now you thinking of letting the drone follow you on the bike down like one of those trails you go on?
yeah, I'm looking to add some footage where we're doing some active tracking and some spotlighting in
Okay.
active track
All right.
and see how that goes. So a lot of the trails, there's some leeway there, and in fact, some of the trails right now in springtime they're really starting to blossom up, and
You mix that footage with footage from when you put those cameras on the
the
bike.
bikes. Yeah, I do the Hero. I still have those Hero 5 session cameras. They're little great. They operate flawlessly. And then I had the 360 R1.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll throw that on there. But you know what it is? It's like anything else.
I want one of those, Tom.
All
That
this. You
360.
should look at the new little one, the small one, the X2. That's a great little camera. I know
Hey,
Anthony
Night Train,
Charles
what's
got
up?
his hands on one and
Hey,
he started to get hooked on it. What's nice about it
Johnny
is,
Jones.
you throw it up and you forget about it because you can choose all your camera angles in post because it's a
I know.
360 camera,
I
which
know.
is freaking great. But the other great thing about it is you can draw several different angles at the exact same spot on the timeline and use in your footage. Okay. So, think about that where, hey, you caught an angle of it going this way, but also right away
Now
you
you
cut
can
to an
catch it in
angle.
reverse.
It looks like a completely different camera. So you had this whole setup there. The only thing I would say is that, of course, the more cameras you add to your shoot, the more footage you have to go through and
True.
chop up. Okay.
This
That's
is
Because
true.
what I was
remember now,
telling Lawrence the
it's-
other day.
it's not like throwing the drone up and I'm going to capture 2 minutes of video here, 2 minutes video there. If it's a 1 hour ride we're taking on a rail trail, then it's 4 cameras times 1 hour. And then, it's me and lossless cut for the next several hours going through that stuff. So, I got a lot of things in the oven. Okay. I just got to bake that bread and get it out onto to YouTube. I still got tons of footage from the Southwest Nevada area.
Okay.
The abandoned
I
drone
would
park,
like to see some more
you know.
stuff from out there,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, definitely. I just got to now find the time to
Got to
put it
get out
together.
there.
Basically, that's what all editing is about, post editing. And I see why a lot of guys shoot in auto, because it cuts down that feature of color editing. But you're really cheating yourself. It's personal preference. Either
Well,
you drive with your left hand on the wheel, you drive with your right hand
well,
on
you
the wheel.
got to color
Get to the same
correction
point.
first. Okay, color correction first, color grading comes second. Okay. So there's tricks to that also. I mean, you can use little things. Let me see if I have one around. I don't know if I have it. No, it's in the other bag. But an X-Rite color checker.
Mhm.
So it's a little plastic portfolio you open up, and it's got a color chart in it,
Right.
and then it's got the grayscale. And what you
Okay.
can do with that, if you want yourself, get a quick start, is normally the direction you're going to be flying in is the same direction. The direction you're flying in, your lighting is coming from a specific area. So what you can do is take the drone that you haven't launched yet with the camera, okay, and take a little bit of footage, putting this color checker in front of it, with the light coming in the same direction. And then later on, use that footage to color correct with, go in,
The way
do your
photographers
white
used to do
balance,
it back in the day.
still do it that way.
Oh, I had no idea.
Even landscape photographers will do that today, where you'll take your camera and you'll hold this in front because you're shooting the image this way. So you want to take it with the light hitting it the same way in which you're shooting it.
Mhm.
And then you go back and you use that as a reference shot, right? You
Okay.
take that little white balance eyedropper, put it
And you can color match a lot
where
easier.
you want on that grayscale, because you can put it where you introduce a little bit of you know a little bit of tint this way or a little bit of tint that way, whether you want it warm, whether you want it cool, right? You drop it on there, it'll reference, and then take that and apply that to the other images. It's actually the quickest way when you bring in photos into Lightroom. Okay, you can
Yeah.
actually apply that color balance. You bring the first image into Lightroom, you work with it, and you copy a profile from it. Now you
Right.
apply that
Right.
during
You save
import.
that setting
You
and
save
apply
that
it to
setting, and
all.
now when you go to import your batch of images, you apply during import, and then all those images come in and they're snapped to the correct white balance. So that's a time saver. And the other thing is, like I said,
Yeah.
I've said I think a few times, the other trick is edit in reverse. Usually you moved on to another scene or another image after you felt satisfied that you got the image you were looking for. And usually that comes after taking several images. So when you go to edit in Lightroom with photos, start from the last image you shot and work forward. You'll come across the images you keep is a lot quicker.
Hey, good to see you too, Jim. I'm glad you all is well on your end. Thanks for coming by to check us out and support us, which we appreciate from each and every one of you.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. But
We had a few technical difficulties. I'm glad they're resolved now. But next week, on this weekend on Sunday, I'll probably have some other issue to mess with. But I'm growing used to it now.
Normally we have three technical issues. They're named Herman, Tom, and Lawrence.
Well, you know what it is? It's
Okay.
like Herman said,
Yeah.
we have 100+ issues, and 98% of them went well. So it's a matter of time before Murphy starts messing with you and screwing things up.
Life is nothing but a series
Because
of
I was telling
trade-offs.
Herman earlier that my computer would not see the camera. And I'm like, well, I just brought this 4K camera. What the hell is wrong with it? Don't tell me it's dead, or maybe someone knocked it over and didn't say anything. But then I unplugged it and I got on my phone, and then I said, you know what, let me mess with it and plug it in. And that's when Drone Shots was like, well, try looking in Device Manager and updating the driver.
Yeah.
And as soon as I went to Device Manager, all of a sudden now it sees the drone. I click update.
I mean,
It said already updated.
okay.
But
See,
it's working
Yep.
now. It's
It
working
happens.
now. That's all that matters.
I have a complaint.
What?
My finger is developing like a little callus from throwing the football.
What happened?
My finger is developing a callus from throwing the football.
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Hey, did Tom, did
like
he
going
tell
through the
you how,
DTS,
did he
dude.
tell you how he had to get out there
Yeah.
and show the kids up with the tackle sled?
Listen,
You
Yeah,
should
that's
have
and
seen
that's
him.
what you should be doing, right?
You
That's
should
really
seen him,
what you should be
Tom.
doing.
You should have seen him 3 days after the tackle sled.
Tom.
Yeah, dude.
Tom,
Look,
no, T Tom. What Lawrence is not telling you is that the next day I was supposed to get up and go somewhere. I got up and got back in the bed because I
dude.
couldn't. I hurt
Tim Jackson, good
from my
morning.
here to my toes were hurting.
You know, we have this tradition, or had this tradition, but we all got fucking old. A turkey bowl the day after Thanksgiving,
Uh-huh.
Friday morning. We would meet in Juniper Valley Park.
Uh-huh.
Okay, 18 of us, and we would square off. What was supposed to be flag football quickly deteriorated. Okay, and who were we impressing? We were impressing each other. Except the next morning, we cried like little babies.
John Donato.
Okay. There wasn't enough Jägermeister to cover that pain.
Tim Jackson.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Look, when I was a kid, right, I think it was a week before my first communion, I took a header on a bike and had a road rash across my entire face. I think by the following week, I was just about healed. Now I stubbed my toe. I limped for like 2 months. Okay. It's just not right, man.
Wait, Tom.
Right.
Tom, I agree.
Tom, you had
I agree.
though. I look good.
Yeah, you know what? Was anybody there taking a picture?
No.
Because that's all you're gonna have from it. Okay. You'll have that's right. You'll have the memories after the pain is over. That's good.
You know, that's real funny.
Well, no,
but as I was saying before, here's the problem, Herman.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you'll have the memories after the pain is over, but the pain lasts so goddamn long now, you forget what the memories were. So, you know, that's why it doesn't work, bro.
And then you question yourself whether it was really worth it or not.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You know, he got that moment. He got that moment where he was on top of it. And then that next day it beat the piss out of him because of it.
Hey, Wednesday nights with those guys is being featured on the phone.
Well, actually your camera gets lost in the green screen.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Oh, duh. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can do this again. Yep, it does. All right, there we go. Mini second. If I keep moving, it'll.
Okay.
Anyway, you're being featured.
Okay. On where?
On YouTube. In YouTube. Okay. When I went to YouTube, it shows that we are live.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's the first one.
I mean, it is on YouTube.
True, but they shouldn't be showing me. They should be showing others. I know we're live. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, you guys saw this one, right? The underwater drone may have discovered a 1965 California plane crash wreckage. Wow.
You know what? You know what, Herman? You've been talking about this story for a day now, almost a day and a half. Well, and I'm at the point where you were when you were telling me about it. How in the hell?
Because they say a chilling discovery made by an underwater drone may have just solved a 56-year-old aviation mystery. Now, I don't know if anyone
on a plane that went down in 1965.
Familiar with Folsom Lake, and it's 30 minutes outside of Sacramento. And apparently back in 1965, a plane went down there. 3 people were on board. I think they lost 3 people on board of that plane. It went down in Folsom Lake, and they haven't been able to find it until some gentleman doing some some sonar mapping technology, using some sonar mapping technology, stumbled onto this
they found it by mistake.
Intact plane that they found by mistake down there in this water. Now, I'm just curious to know how no one found it after all this time. Like, no one goes there.
Right. And that's what I couldn't understand about the story, because there's a popular airport nearby, and you would think
all right, things are getting mapped, technology changes. Does anybody check that lake to see if anything's in it?
Well, no,
Because,
I mean,
but
do
the
you know how
story
many
says,
waterways there are?
but hold on, the
Especially-
story did
It says
say,
it's all-
Tom, the story did say that they found the body of the pilot.
Good.
And three other bodies were missing from the other plane or whatever. But if they found the body of the pilot, I guess there was no real reason to search for the plane. I don't. It doesn't make sense.
Well,
It was a
remember,
mid-air
guys,
collision.
1965, this technology didn't exist.
No, I
Okay?
understand that, but I like I told Lawrence, it happened on New Year's Day. You know, it happened on New Year's Day, 1960.
Therein lies the problem.
And
No, guys, look, they just it was only a short time ago that they found that that slave ship that was burnt to, cover the evidence, right?
Yeah, this is
And
true.
yeah, so these things now are going to become more and more obvious over time. Remember, I was telling you guys that we were testing a device called Emily,
Mhm.
which is basically a device we can throw in the water. Okay, a waterborne drone, so to
Right.
speak.
Time
that
to
it
fly.
can-
That's how they found it, because the water levels were so low, and they
Yeah,
decided to
but
put a
now
drone.
these things like Emily, there's a version of Emily we tested that has side scanning sonar. So when you throw Emily in the water and you navigate her around, say, just like Lychee, right? You set up waypoints, you do a grid search, and
Yeah.
that's basically what happened here. They were using this sonar device to do something else and happen across this. Look, there was just, where was it? In Italy, I think, when they were just excavating an old cinema because they were going to put like a high-rise building there. They
Right.
just found out an entire civilization is buried under there.
Well, they knew
Okay.
that when they built the cinema.
Well, you would hope that they knew something, okay, but not necessarily. It's like, look, when they were doing some excavation down in Lower Manhattan,
Mhm.
remember they found how many times they ran across like an Indian burial ground or
Tom, they
something
found
like
the
that.
same thing in Queens
Yeah.
when they were doing the FDA building and all those other things over there, and they built it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Different regulations back then, right? We're supposed to be more woke today.
They
Okay,
built
that was
it
sensitive to
anyway.
this, right?
I remember being on that job. That's when the guys broke my window and stole my radio.
Oh yeah. Hell, I remember that job too. I would.
It's all right, I
would.
got it back.
Oh, okay.
I bought a car. I bought a car off of that company. Or built a car off of that company. When I built my GTI from the wheels up. But yeah, that's weird that it took so long that they found that finally. So now after 56 years, there's one gentleman I saw, it was a news program where he was saying that he had never given up hope that they would find his brother because his brother was on the plane. But look how many years has gone by.
Yeah, how many years have passed, right? I know. Well, gentlemen, I'm
Wow.
gonna bow out now.
That's his whole, almost his whole life. All right, Tom.
I gotta
muted,
bail,
Lawrence, for some
unfortunately,
reason.
early tonight, but it's always a pleasure, gentlemen.
All right.
Everyone in
we'll
the
see you.
chat,
Thanks for
have a
coming
good
in.
evening, and hopefully I'll get to see you on Sunday.
Okay,
All right, Tom.
Take care, all.
we'll be here.
Well, Herman,
Yeah.
I wanted to bring up your point that we were talking about, which was
But
it
I
was
didn't
on
have
New
any
Year's
candy.
Day
Yeah.
that the accident happened. I
Well,
don't
he's
know
talking
about you.
overtime and all that other stuff. Like, I don't know. Back
New
in
Year's Day is the only
65,
time
they were
of the
paying
year.
overtime. Okay.
Well, New Year's Day is the only time of the year where 3/4 of the world is hungover
Standing
or
still.
don't want to get out of bed.
Standing still.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Except for the people that do have to go to work. So imagine you've been partying from New Year's Eve and you got to get up in the morning and go search for a plane with a hangover.
Now I'm looking at this. I told you that the guy said that he never gave up hope that they would find his brother. This was 56 years ago. That means that he was practically a child. when this happened?
1965, I was only 2 years old. So it's highly possible.
Well, a young kid, I mean.
Well,
Whoa. Yeah, but other than that, we got this other thing here we were talking about with you know, right now, excuse me, right now over in China with them having problems with them having a spike in the coronavirus,
yes.
the coronavirus is surging again, and China puts a drone to work. So
And guess, and
this
I'm not
happened.
gonna,
What happened? Is it?
go ahead. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to post a picture and hopefully you
Oh,
guys can
and-
see the
and the
side
ga-
of the drone.
in the in the Gangnam
That-
province in southern China
Look at
is
that picture
witnessing
right
a
there.
sudden uptick in COVID-19 cases. And for the first what is it? For last week, the last 3 weeks actually, they've been having this drone that they put into use where they've been carrying out mass testing and imposing local lockdowns. And they have this drone that they put into use. I don't, well, let's go out and say
Yeah,
it.
they're just seeing it now on the screen,
They've been
but the side
using
of it is
the
an
two
e-hang.
they've been using the 216 and the 216L, which happens, I guess, the long edition. I guess they got the luxury edition of the 216.
The 216L, right? Does that come with a coffee cup holder?
Now it comes with a little bit more room for you to stick your feet up.
You know what? I'm going to try and go to YouTube and see if I can find it, a video of it or pictures of it.
The
Because
216L.
yes,
Because
the company e-hang
I think there's a picture in
216. They have the 216. Oh, they do have a 216L. They have a 216F. They have a 216F as well. Let's see what video comes up.
That's for the fat people.
Okay, yes, the 21. Here it is. I did find the video. Give me a second to get past the commercial and I will share the screen. But no, I am not getting endorsed by eHang, but those heifers should be endorsing me by now. I can even tell you what their stock is today, present day. Hold on a second. I'm pulling it up. Share screen. Here we go.
Thank you,
share
JC.
this screen. Share. And this right here is the 216L. There was video of it. Where the hell is it? There it is. That's the 216L. And the only difference between the 216L and the regular 216 passenger is this one carries cargo.
Yeah.
So I try not to show,
but they were using the 216 for carrying for transporting people.
Right. The 216, correct. And the 216L, which is this version, is strictly for carrying cargo.
So so when you talk about EHang is actually in use in China right now.
Yeah, they are. And it's not just there. They seem to be covering large parts of Asia. Later, John, thanks for coming in. We appreciate you.
So when we sit back and think that things may not happen or they won't happen, when the time comes, it will happen.
I agree, because drone deliveries are happening today in real time.
This is one of those things that we say where drones are doing good and is out there doing good work.
I agree.
And testing, supplies and other.
Sorry about that.
They may need. Are you over there snacking?
They're dried bananas. Need I say any more?
Oh.
I'm supposed to be eating healthier, so I'm eating dried out, dehydrated bananas.
So how is that?
Hey, Michael McReynolds.
That eating it while it's still wet. Hey, Michael, what's good?
I agree.
Like it.
But for those of you, like Herman said, who don't know, drone deliveries are happening right now. They're just not happening where you live, but they may be coming to a state near you, a city near you. There's no telling. Between now and
Wait a minute.
2024, you're going to start seeing more and more. And also on the news, I'm starting to see they're doing articles on drones now. Like they did the DRL racing drone. You remember the yellow one where the guy sat inside? It looks like the fuselage
Yeah.
from a Formula One.
Well, that's what
Well,
it is.
Yeah. So they want to put humans in these things and race around.
Stevie, is that Angie?
Yeah, just woke up.
Who, Stevie
Yeah,
or
she just
Angie?
woke up. But
You
getting
just
back to the
woke up?
story,
No, I've been awake.
more drones. Tim Jackson put on his Joey voice. How you doing? For Angie.
Okay. Did he write it
Tim
that way?
Jackson says they already do drone delivery in Australia.
Yeah, see, I told you. It's happening. It's just not happening where you are.
Here or near you. Exactly.
Right. But it's coming. Because like I said, right now, look at what Ehang is doing there in China. I mean, we can also say it's small scale, like sort of like what Matinet's got going on, but
But it will
not
spread.
exactly.
And
These
grow.
are much larger drones than that Matinet drone. Or even the other one that
Jim says unmanned traffic management shall rule the skies.
Oh yeah.
Coming into effect now. I believe that 100%.
Well, they're already using them for different things. Right now
Tom had to go,
in
Stevie.
use. They're in use and they've used them in Africa.
Show also points out Kroger's in Southwest Ohio is using drone deliveries.
Well, we
Aren't
did
they
a
a
story on
supermarket
that.
chain?
Yeah, we did a story on that.
True. And Zipline also, Jim, is here in the United States showing us how it's done.
Yeah, we did a story on Kroger and them
Mhm.
using drones for delivery.
As
Matter
well
of
as
fact,
Zipline.
we also did another story we talked about where was it Coffee County, where they actually got a whole campaign together where the people in Coffee County were receiving on a promotional delivery by drone the coffee infused Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
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 The people in Coffee County.
How much does that damn can of soda cost?
Well, it was a promotion to test their drone delivery.
Hey, well, it seems to be working. I just wish that I can get to experience it or see it
What?
in
Drone
action.
delivery?
I would like to see a delivery drone somewhere. I would like to hear the noise. I'd like to see. Right. Matt Cundiff said, Tim, are you having a stroke? Because he keeps putting the plus sign. We know you hood, Stevie. We know you mean you're good. But he put, I'm hood, busy day, but good.
All right. No, is everything all right though, Tim? Oh, you fell on the key?
Yeah, right. Those are the only two keys you can press. Little Llama Laura, hi, how are you? Welcome to Wednesday nights with those guys.
You know
And
what? I'm glad you always say, because I have problems with that.
well, you know what it is? Lawrence Think Hindenburg. You're right. You know what it is? When I used to do the internet radio streams myself, I had to figure out, have a music playlist, and then I had the screen, which back then was 13-inch, 14-inch screen, something like that. So I had the one small window here and one small window, and each time the chat went up, I got into the habit of looking to the side at it like I'm doing now. So
Oh no, no, it's not the problem. It's Little Llama Laura. Yeah, it is. I have a problem with that name. It's just not it doesn't roll off my tongue well. It's not nothing against your name. It's just like
Now,
I have a
now,
problem saying it.
Laura, let's see how he would sound saying it after a couple of shots of scotch. It might roll off better.
No,
It might roll off your tongue better. You don't think so?
No, no.
Oh, thank you, Michael McReynolds. I only have this background because I will be in transition for a while. I may be doing the rest of my streams like this with a
That's what I was
background.
looking like. Where did you get? Oh, because you got the NYC on that one.
Yeah, you didn't know about that one, huh?
Yeah, I probably have that one somewhere, but I don't have.
I'm pretty sure I sent it to you.
Yeah, I have it, but I don't. It's not on the patch or anything.
There you go, guys. Those guys patch. We were working on some things, but COVID kind of slowed things down. But now that everything's opening up, and I wanted to mention to you guys, July 10th at
Did you ever
Calvert
post
Vaux
that?
Park here in New York City,
Did you ever
Brooklyn. It's
post
an
that?
AMA airfield park, so you don't have to worry about flying. Those guys is having their first meetup,
Did you ever
FPV
post that?
/ drone meetup. And if you can make it, we would greatly appreciate it. If you cannot make it, we plan on having more.
Did you ever
That's all I'm
post it?
saying. Because someone's trying to get us to come to Connecticut. Explicit's trying to get us to come to Connecticut and fly with him. In 3 weeks, I will be going with my nephew to Philadelphia, to Pennsylvania.
Mhm.
Thank you much, Ray Kelly. I appreciate it. It's one of the logos that we're working on. In fact, this is the same one as the patch, minus the NYC over my shoulder, right? Here, right?
Right. The
Okay.
patch to me, me personally, the logo, it's fine on a print, but
But when
you
you
get into
try
an
to embroider
embroider,
it, yeah. Yeah, the embroidering. In fact,
the
if you can
way
hold it up so you can see, so you can show them what we were talking about, because this is the actual image minus, I got to put my finger in front of me
yeah,
because
but if you look at how the
minus
file
the
is done,
NYC.
if you
If
look
you
at
look
how
at
the
what?
file is done, this is how it would produce on a stitch.
Right, and we don't
Now,
want that red outline around
well, the red outline is there.
yeah, I know it's here, but I should have a copy
That
somewhere in my
actually is
computer.
not as bad as what you actually have around the lettering, because when you look at that on the file,
I'm going to show you
it
guys now.
doesn't look as clean as a print would look.
I'm actually going to share a screen and show you guys what we have as far as logos. And I know exactly what you're talking about, Herman, because we have, hold it, these are logos. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh, so you
6
know,
versions. We even have the Spider-Man
I
of the
see your
Statue of Liberty,
evening.
but this was the one that we had, and unfortunately we didn't want to use that because of copyright infringement. This little Spider-Man thing could get us in a little bit of trouble. But here's another one with black stitch around. I believe if it went just to gray, that might resolve that outline issue on the tattoo. And here's the one with the white drone. But we're working on some things, guys. Here's the one that I'm using right now as my background with the NYC there. But we are, like I said, working on it. And it's just a matter of time. COVID set a lot of things back for people, you know, which was a main issue. Did I stop sharing screen?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. It was, I'm looking at the delay in the chat there. That's exactly what I did. I got a can of air also. I'll be there, Lawrence. Ray Kelly says he's coming to the meetup.
Okay.
Type in the name of the park, please. Yes, I will actually do better than that. I will give you the address of the park. I will go right now to Google Maps and show you the exact location where we will be. Now, Tom said we should do it right on the other side of the parking lot, right?
Yeah, if he saw my video that I put out with the well, the first one with the with the 2S.
Yeah, go ahead, keep talking. I'm just
one
gonna.
with the yellow submarine and all of the boats that they hauled out there and burned and dumped and left out there.
Yeah. Here we go.
You're in
Albert Vaux Park.
no, you're over in Far Rockaway.
Oh no, I know, but this is the park here. This is the actual park itself. Let me shrink that down. And this is where we would be. The parking lot is right here. We would be meeting
Right there.
location right
This
here.
whole section right here, we could just take over all of this right here.
Yes.
The seat
Yes,
where you're
all of this area here, but you
see
have the
where-
yellow submarine.
you
The
got
yellow submarine is right here. Zoom in. That's about best you're going to see. It's even a marker for yellow submarine, but that's where we were. You guys remember Ray Kelly and Johnny on your live stream, that video that you showed? It was taken from this exact park, except not this location. So I have the location now. Hold on. Let me mark it down. And then I'll put it in the chat. And then whoever wants to come is more than welcome to join us, of course. But this is it right here, Ray Kelly. Calvert Vaux Park.
well, Lawrence. Matt said you didn't share anything because he didn't see anything.
Are you serious? Yes, I see it on the screen here. I'm looking on the screen here on the delay.
He's talking about the logos.
Oh, wow. Nobody
Okay,
saw the
maybe.
damn logos?
I don't know. Matt said you didn't share anything. We didn't see anything.
Wow. Okay. Well, we will go through that. We have a little bit of time to kill, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Because we still have
that is a nice location. That's why I said that we should just go to the regular spot, because not only do they not mind anyone flying there, they also don't mind if you don't go on the airfield.
Right.
So
But this
I
is an
used to
AMA
fly.
park.
I used to fly from the baseball field
Oh,
in
read
the
your
winter
chat.
time.
Wait a minute. Did he send that? Stevie's saying read his chat, and I'm like so disoriented today. I'm like really out of sync when it comes to everything. Just like Tom says, read my chat. Lawrence, did you make up an events page on Facebook for the meetup?
No, he didn't. That's why I keep asking. Did you post
And
it?
I said I was going to do it.
No, he didn't.
I will do that.
No, he's not.
Don't forget to check out the Fly for Fun show with Ray Kelly and Johnny Droner, Drone Flyer.
What's that got to do with him making an event?
But I'm making up excuses, man. I will get on that right now. In fact, as we speak, I will do it in those guys. So you want to go to the regular spot? I'm gonna make it the regular spot, Herman.
What regular spot?
Where we go.
When I say regular spot, I mean Calvert Vaux Park. That's the regular spot.
Okay, so are we gonna have it?
We could meet right there where we at, right there in that little where the red clay spot is at, right there.
Okay, gotcha. So I'll mark that area.
Far.
I got you. I will mark that area right now.
Bring a tent. If anybody want to bring a tent, they can bring a tent.
Okay. Yes, and bring your own bug spray, because they're not eating me alive out there.
Oh, well, you could make bug spray, right?
Yeah, he was telling me that. If
it works.
Provided you don't mind being followed by bees.
No. It works better than than all of that stuff you buy in the drugstore or the pharmacy.
Oh, I could believe it.
Spray on those chemicals. You get the natural essential oils that they don't like.
Yeah.
And it works just fine.
Okay. I am in those guys chat.
Mm-hmm.
And I basically make, I haven't done an announcement in so long. Just make a post and announcement. Duh.
How far are you coming from? Ray
Kelly, yeah. 77.3 miles for you, but what the hell? Is there an island off the Long Island Sound that we don't know about?
Where,
77 miles, dude. You can get to Canada damn near.
where are you coming from?
Yeah, yeah. Where are you at, Ray? Montauk Point? No, he's got a
No,
Jim. He's got to be a lot
77
further
miles.
than Montauk Point, dude.
Where you
The
down in
mosquitoes in
Florida?
Brooklyn will bite you and take your Nike sneakers. Stevie,
Nah, don't listen to Stevie.
don't listen to
Don't
Stevie.
listen. Maybe in the Bronx.
They
but-
will bite you though. They will bite the hell out of you.
No, but see, that's why I don't invite anyone over to Garrison.
Yeah, yeah. The
Garrison's got
mosquitoes
those.
over there are the
No, they
mosquitoes
got
over there
those
are about the
flies
size of
with
a
the
quarter.
with the little white lines on them. Those little black flies. Those things bite through your clothes.
Man, the mosquitoes are the size of a quarter over there. Okay, remember events. Here we go. Duh. Create an event.
Thank you, Stevie, because he wasn't going to do it.
Okay, in person, get together with specific people at a specific location, video chat with messenger rooms. We don't want to do that. We want to take Facebook changed it up. Okay. Lawrence Clark has invited you to where? One person going. How am I creating an event? This is so stupid, man. It just said I created an event and I invited myself and only me. Oh, here it is. Information.
I'm
Damn.
sorry, that's okay, little Malara. That it's too far for you to travel. I mean, there's been a lot of things I tried to get to, but it's too far. Like I'm definitely gonna get to spin up if I just got to plan out how I'm gonna do it. The thing is, we haven't gotten our schedule yet. So to say like, let me buy the ticket, reserve a room or something like that, and get a plane ticket. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to fly out. When?
What's the starting time, Herman?
On what? The meetup?
The meetup.
What time you want to start? I don't care. I want
9
it to
a.m.
be a meetup, but it don't have to be a sneak out.
Right, 9 a.m.
9 a.m. is good for
That'll
that.
give people out on the island like Ray Kelly a chance to at least get some kind of
What?
sleep before he has to leave at 77 miles away. Hell, he'd have to wake up at
You're
3 in the
talking
morning.
about if you okay. Okay. Watch what I'm saying. Think about what you're saying. If he's got to travel a distance, right? Making it early doesn't give him time to sleep.
I know this. This I know. This I know. I'm just allow Calvert
But
Vaux Park.
77 miles away, he'd have to leave the day before.
Calvert Vaux Park. All right. They changed the events thing a little bit, but I have it here.
See,
And
look, John Donato knows how long it'll take him, how far he is away. So guys are going to come a hundred and something miles away. All right, the more the merrier. We're all welcome.
listen, you're all welcome. We have no problem accommodating you all. You should all be able to fly. Calvert Vaux Park. I
Feel
have
free
it
to
saved. I have the
bring a
location.
folding chair if you want.
And bring that bug spray. I'm not joking. You don't have bug spray, you'd be flying from your damn car. That's all I'm saying. The 1 year that I went there without bug spray, I thought I had the measles. That's all.
It's not that bad, man.
Not that bad. You know how mosquitoes attack people who don't
Not
live
that
in the
bad.
neighborhood?
Not that bad.
Everybody at that meetup don't live there. They don't bite you and I as much because we
Not that
frequent
bad.
there. But new blood,
You just got to
It's
hope for
feeding
high
time.
tide.
it's feeding time. You will supply generations of mosquitoes with that fresh blood.
You just got to hope for high tide. That's all. The low tide, you might have those issues.
Yeah, true. But we are inviting FPV pilots because I will probably have my FPV birds as well as camera drones and
Really?
and
Mhm.
not promise, huh? Oh, Stevie, Capture Light Connection is giving away some t-shirts. He's donating some t-shirts for us to give away there. So they are Capture Life Connection t-shirts. He's donating them. We appreciate it highly. Thank you much, Stevie, as much as you harass us here. No, I'm messing with him. Okay, those guys first, drone/FPV meetup for 2021. Okay, 21. I'm doing it as we speak and do the live stream.
Okay. Yeah, but Lawrence, we did have one other thing I wanted to mention.
Yeah.
As far as the things that's going on out there with drones, as far as drones doing work for good.
Yeah.
Well, we have this one here. Drones for organ transport. Mission Go and Alaris Pro transport the first human pancreas via UAV.
Okay. Now, I was trying to actually find, this is yet another drone for good story, but I was also trying to find video footage of it. But they're being very, very secretive about this drone because the actual video
Well,
that's
they did
on
have
this
something
page
on it on the drone, but nothing really on that story as far as video for that. But
right.
as far as they say, game-changing technology for a critical mission in healthcare. Drones for transporting what do you call it there? Organs is that's crazy here.
Well, the case that they put
Mission,
under the drone is definitely packed and lined and
mhm.
it looks like it's large enough to hold half a human in it. So I guess they are using
Well, they say it's proving its worth, Mission Go, like I said, and with this thing called Mission Go that they're transporting human organs for transport. Now, that is something that's interesting because organ transport is very time sensitive.
mhm.
And you have was it Life Source is the organ procurement organization that they're working with. And they serve the upper Midwest and what's this Mercy Hospital
Right.
that happens to be a part of Elite yeah, a lean health system. They
Here it
made an
is.
announcement on that 2 days ago that this was the first human pancreas to be transported by drone. And it was just in a test flight because that's like the other article we mentioned, the other drone, everything is still in the testing stage here in the United States.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why I'm so eager to see a delivery
Well,
drone. I mean,
well,
I
this
want to
probably will be one of the first to make it because just like with the other then we mentioned with the hospital
Amazon
in
Airways.
Syracuse, the only thing that might get in their way is the fact that just areas where they might be a little unsafe flying over people, but now with new
So long, Laura.
with oh she's leaving oh
I
she's
saw somebody saying
oh
I
well
got to get going. It's getting late here. Yes, Laura said she's got to get out. So we
okay,
appreciate you
thanks
coming
for
in.
stopping in.
I posted the Facebook link for those of you who to the group. So it shows where it is. Basically on the map, it's showing where it is and time. Price is notice, price is free. Because there are some groups that charge to have meetups and stuff, but we don't do that here on our for
No,
our meetups. There's no reason to charge. The only thing we charge you is
no
to
charge.
make sure you have your batteries charged. That's what your fee is to get in. Make sure you got enough batteries to freaking fly. And bug spray.
Okay. T-shirts. I will. Okay. Okay, Ray. No problem. I
What
just
happened?
want to see people. Ray Kelly was saying he had a few T-shirts he was gonna.
Listen, we listen. If you want to promote your channel, come in, bring business cards. We want you to come and fly and have a good time and hang out with us in one of the spots we frequent. And it's that spot, Ray Kelly, where I did the video also in Calvert Vaux Park, and you could see Coney Island parachute ride in the distance. That's the same spot that we're talking about. So trust me,
Oh,
there's
it's a
more than
nice little location. I mean,
that's right. Ray Kelly's got to go eat and get ready for the Fly for Fun show.
okay.
We appreciate you, Ray Kelly, you and Johnny, of course, Johnny Drone Flyer. Don't forget to check out their live stream immediately after this one on the Fly for Fun show on Johnny Drone Flyer's channel. And everyone, I guess, will transition over. We've been doing it pretty good like that for a couple of weeks. I think that's actually a good way to tie up time slots, if you want to call it that. Well, Angie, maybe you could make one in the future. Who knows? Or maybe we can make one down there, because
What
isn't Spin Up in Texas
Yeah.
this year? Angie, if
Always
you're
in
still in Texas and not traveling the world,
Or trying to hike somewhere over a cliff up into the mountains somewhere.
exactly. Maybe we can come through. I fly drones. Check me out at Capture Life Connections. Stevie.
You know, don't listen to that guy. Take his
All
rent.
right, we'll see you at the Fly for Fun show, Matt. Definitely. We got like a half hour left of the live stream. We have a couple of stories to still do.
That was the
Okay,
last
but
thing.
the meetup is official now. Now tutorial on that one. That story's down. That story's down. Hey, Herman, now I can show that video
Which one?
of the drone over. Well, we did it already. You did it already.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
Well, which one were you going to show? Which one were you going to show?
This one is 4 minutes long.
Which one?
I don't think we'd want to watch the whole 4 minutes, but
Oh, you talking about with the volcano thing?
Yeah,
Oh, I showed the video.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I was like, never mind.
I thought you found one on the one carrying the pancreas.
Oh no, no. All right. Well,
Because that they did have a video on that drone, but not when he was carrying the pancreas.
right. They did have a video, and the video also showed a drone with
It's a
like a
very long
GoPro on
video.
the side of it, but that's all they showed of the drone. I was actually looking for more information. Hey, what's up, Baba? How are you? Welcome to Wednesday nights with those guys. These things are starting to taste like candy now.
Look at him. He's hooked on the dry fruit.
It was offered to me, and I was like, nah, I don't eat those. Look what I'm doing.
But don't eat the like the figs and
No problem, Johnny Drone Flyer. Have fun. We appreciate the support, and have a great stream. I'll be listening probably more than likely and eating dinner in the background.
Yeah, I gotta find some dinner. Thanks for stopping in, man. Yeah, that next week there's gonna be some little different stories in ours.
Hey, Matt Cundiff.
There's some things coming up.
Oh, here's some news. He didn't come into the chat tonight. The Flyby guys will be in New York. Steven, let me know.
He was here.
Oh, he was earlier. Okay. I must have missed in the chat when I was on my phone or whatever, but he pointed out that the Flyby guys will be somewhere in the Midwest or down south, somewhere here in the States, and they will be coming through New York for 3 days, 2 to 3 days, if I remember right.
Okay. So we got
I told him to please make sure you hit us up so we can hang out. And he was saying something about having those goggles with him.
Okay, yes. We have to meet up then.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to check those out.
Mm.
But you got to have a smart controller, right?
Yes, yes. I don't know if they're gonna have one on them or what, but if Tom is gonna be available as well. But we are gonna meet up with Steven from the Flyby guys when they come to New York. I expect one of those 3 days at least, we can meet up and go hang out and or fly or break bread.
Okay.
You know
So
what? I'm supposed to be snacking on these, and the damn things are making me hungrier.
that's because you are having dinner.
That's what it is.
Yeah, you
My
having
body
dinner right
needs some
now.
high.
You're hungry, so
Mhm.
you're having the whole pack of the dried banana chips. You're gonna pay for it later. So anything
Oh,
else
I
out
know.
there drone related, Lawrence?
Um, Only that. Let's see. FPV related or drone related.
Yeah,
Let's
same thing.
see. Um, I know a lot of places are getting the TBS Crossfire, their new radio that they have. I can't
Okay.
think of the name of the Tango 2 Pro. A lot of people couldn't find it. It's just in stock because when they first came out, people brought them up, and unless you were on a waiting list, you did not get one. Well, there seems to be enough of them in stock now. You can get a Tango 2 Pro,
Mm.
and the only real difference of the Tango 2 Pro is that the analog sticks, you pull them up and they fold in like this. And I think it has a little bit more distance, but people are going crazy over the remote. I always thought that a remote this small was too small to fly drones with. The remote is actually a little bit bigger than this, maybe about by that much. But
Okay.
it seems to be one of the number one controllers out there, other than the one that Eddie Nunez is flying, which is the T16 with all the upgraded version, of course.
Okay.
Later, John. Have a good one. Take care. Be well. Fly Guy Merrill, how are you?
Hey, fly guy.
If you are not a member of those guys on Facebook, here's the link to our meetup. Click on it. I can go to Facebook now. So if you add, I can add you on the spot as we speak. I would actually rather do it that way because usually Herman and I go to each other. Do you know this guy? And then we have to go check the profile. We're very selective. The group only has 143 members, and we would rather have quality over quantity. We don't want 5,000 people in the group. We don't think we're better than anyone, but there's a lot less drama and bullshit going on in those guys Facebook group that you're not that you will not see there that you see in other groups.
Okay.
That's all. And we try to post things that are legit as far as helping promote your YouTube channel. You can post to your YouTube channel, you show your pictures, your videos, you have questions. I'm sure somebody will help answer the question later, John. Thanks for coming in, man. We appreciate you.
Who's that? John Donato?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, John.
And Fly Guy Merrill
I gotta
came in
catch
also
up with
to show
John
some
because
support.
I haven't seen John Donato in a minute.
Well, I haven't seen, I'm not looking at those damn bananas no more. Stay there.
Yeah,
I probably eat.
you gotta
I
get
prob-
some dinner as soon as the show is
You
over.
know what it is? I gotta move these damn things away from me. That's what it is. I gotta move them away. This way, you're not within arm's reach, and I won't be
But
tempted.
truthfully,
You guys have some beautiful photo work too in the group.
in spite
Angie, we appreciate it, and we always encourage showing your photos.
you
As
know, in
long as
spite
you
of the
don't
fact
find-
that sometimes there's bugs over at the park, Calvert Vaux Park is a very nice park to fly from.
Mhm.
You
I
know,
agree. I
you
agree.
can,
I used to not like it there at one time because I lost a drone there.
I mean, truthfully speaking, if you want to take pictures, It's not the greatest place in the world to take pictures of, but from that park, you can actually fly to what's considered as Coney Island, which is Kaiser Park.
Right.
And you can fly over to
Seaside.
Coney Island Creek from there. Coney Island Creek Park, I should say, which is where everybody fishes from, where your drone went down at. You got a good look at the highway if you want to get a time lapse or something going on over there.
This is true. There are a lot of things. There's
Yeah, you can do
Seaside
that.
over there. There's a little mini lighthouse in
The
the
one over
community on the
in
other
Seagate?
side.
Now
Can
now
you
you're
reach Seaside?
now you're encouraging bad habits. The fly
Okay,
to
never
Seagate.
mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. You can fly there. You will have fun. Trust me. It's a great spot. Let's just hope that it's high tide there. But low tide, I think the mosquitoes are a little excessive on low
Well,
tide there.
You can fly to the. Never mind.
Listen, in 23 minutes, the Fly for Fun
Okay.
show will be on. And don't forget to check out Ray Kelly, Captain Ray
what?
Kelly,
Hold on a
which
second.
put out a video today. He put out a video that was pretty good.
I saw that. I wanted to ask you a question though.
Huh.
Tom went on their show. He skipped our show to go on that show, and now you got them in heavy rotation over here, worse than the radio stations. So like, how come everybody's getting a check but me, Mr. Kelly?
Right? They said they got Tom to come on with a check, and here I am pushing their stream too, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
You mentioned them more than you mentioned the Austrian.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Cash App just lit up. Thank you, Johnny Drone Flyer, for the Cash
Look
App.
at this.
No, it's all good. I don't mind.
What's going on here?
I don't mind promoting a stream that comes on after us.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't, because Sean Geeks Vana is on before us for a half hour, and he promotes us as well as we're following him, and his crowd carries over. And if you think about it, everybody does it on here.
Yeah,
one guy will go live.
Yeah, I'm just making fun.
Okay,
but there's a lot of shows that come on after us. Isn't Bill on?
Yeah, tonight is one of the busiest nights for live streams.
Bill's on after them, or around.
By the time Bill is on, you know I'm like snoring in my third dream already.
Wow,
you know what, guys.
Also, you have
AZ Drone Dude. What's up, man?
You have.
You know what the problem is, Herman?
Well,
I don't wake up the rooster anymore. Herman used to say I wake up the rooster because I used to get up between Johnny Drone Flyer, Cash App all the time. Wow, thank you, sir. Don't tell Herman.
Wow. See, I knew it was something.
That's true. Dobo comes on tonight.
There's a lot of live. He's the last show. He closed.
You know what YouTube needs to start doing? Paying people.
They don't care.
Yeah, they don't give a shit, because now they're putting commercials on people who aren't even monetized. If you're not monetized, you have a commercial in your live stream.
But see, here's my problem. Here's my problem with that. If I'm not monetized, right, which my channel is monetized. What happened?
I'm telling Andy.
No, Angie. My problem with that is that like my channel, I'm not monetized, right? But you see fit. You find that those videos are suitable for commercials, right? So they monetize me.
Right now, see, you're putting in the work. How many hours?
No big deal. I don't even check it anymore.
Because it's kind of messed up that last year you were like that close. They could have gave you freaking monetization, man. And then I remember you did have the operation and stuff which slowed down. Huh?
I don't. What happened? You know, if anybody, I don't worry about it. If anybody feels free to support the channel, I've always, like I said, I have PayPal.
That's true. He does have a PayPal.
I don't make a big deal about it. But like YouTube is just weird. And like I said, the channels that they find that they feel that those videos are suitable to put a commercial on. I'm quite sure they're not doing it for every single
Hey,
video. That's on YouTube.
Angie, how? The lost girl, she says, YouTube owes me $5 when they got rid of the monetization. I saw I had $5. Now take 70% from the $5.
Yeah,
I know,
and
sorry, 30%. It's 30%.
and that's what you get. The rest.
Right, right. You get the 70%. So for every dollar, you're basically getting 70 cents, and they're taking 30 cents from you. So Johnny Dronefly agrees, and it's kind of messed up because there are guys out there like us and like Johnny Droneflyer and other channels out there that are really trying to promote and be a YouTube creator and do live streams, and they have a set pattern of coming on once a week, every day, once a month, but it's a set pattern, and they have a crowd, and they have a following.
If I had a film crew and I didn't have to do the live streams or do anything else, I could just sit there and do videos all day, weather permitted.
Yeah. Hey, Rojo, what's good, man? How are you, Robert?
Robert, what's good?
Hope all is well. I see you on Xbox, man, but I haven't seen you playing anything that I play yet, Rojo. Else I'd send you an invite to some of the stuff that I play. But welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. I hope all is well with you on your end.
If you want to come to the meetup, if you start now, you might make it.
This is true, Angie. Do you know on a horse and wagon, they could get from Texas to New York in about, never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, I always thought that those old movies, old westerns, they got
how you would say how did they do
it with wooden wheels? The frame is made out of wood. That thing must have broke down
with
chicken
pox and with chicken pox and every other germ sickness and half a bottle of pills to survive the trip.
Grew up on one of those trips.
What happened?
Said you'd grow up on one of those trips.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. It took months to get from New York to California. Months. And then if you broke the wagon wheel, you better hope there were trees around so you could repair it.
Wow. Do you know what that would be to cut down a tree and get Lawrence, I don't think it's that.
Listen, I any of you guys out there in the chat watch Mountain Men? There's a guy called Eustace, whatever his name is, but he still uses the old wagons and wheels because he cuts down trees and he uses a pack mule to pull them to his mill. So he gets special order wood for people. And one of the wheels broke, and he actually had to cut the metal ring around the wheel and make it wider. And the shit that he went through, I would have left that damn wagon there and rode the horse back into town and said, let's try something.
I'm quite sure they got one on Amazon.
Hey, Paul Murray, what's good? How are you,
Paul?
Hey, Paul Murray, you got some competition, dude. There's a guy in Canada that likes to the young man in Canada, 16 years old, that likes to shoot ships. And when I saw this picture, I said, uh-oh, Paul, better watch out. He's got competition. So you can see what I'm talking about.
He's out of Toronto.
Yes, he's out of Toronto. So Roger and you guys, y'all better watch out for this kid. And he's licensed. He is licensed. Download.
High school
Here we
student.
go.
He's got his advanced certificate.
Yes, he does. These are his pictures. 1, 2, 3, open. But he's 16 years old. And I saw this picture. And I was like, uh-oh, Paul, better watch out.
You sharing it? I don't see it.
I'm sharing now. It'll take a few seconds to come up in the stream. But yeah, these are his pictures. This one I like the most here. And this one shows basically he knows how to find subject and texture, something that Angie's used to doing. But I figured I would show you, Paul. You got a competition up in Canada.
I ain't see nothing.
You didn't see nothing. What are you
Nope.
talking about? The screen? So maybe I don't have this issue. I do have it fixed. Right, it is black. What the hell is going on? Why can't I share screen? Let's go here. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Maybe that's what Matt was talking about, how it didn't show anything. They can't see the picture. They cannot see the picture. So if I hold on, let me go back to Zoom again. Share screen. You have share on, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now I have share. Let's see if they see this come up on their screen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They should start seeing it about now. I'm sharing my entire screen on the screen.
Mhm.
And I don't know how much of a delay it is, but apparently didn't show on my screen either. Yeah, something screwy. The share is not sharing. Oh, there it is. See, my screen is there. It is. Now it's up. I don't know what the hell happened. Maybe it's some kind of delay or something. But here's 1, 2, 3 pictures. Open. Here we go, Paul.
Nope.
That's what I was talking about. Now, can you see it, Herman?
Nope.
So why is it not letting me share a screen? 1, 2, 3. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't see what's happening here. Hold on. Let me go back to the chat. I don't know, guys. I don't know what the hell is going on. I was having tech issues earlier. See, Herman?
Yeah.
I'm looking at their screen now. It does turn blank. Something's wrong with my camera. I don't know what the hell is going on, but I'm going to have to figure this out eventually.
He
I
messed
apologize for that, guys. There's a 15-second delay. Damn.
He messed it something up.
Yeah, I messed it something up. You're right. So when I get out of here, I apologize. I was not able to show it, the picture, but he took a picture of one of the ships that looks like it goes down through you, Paul. Hey, what's up, Ron? Hope all is well. Yeah, I had tech issues and I had to start on the phone. And then drone shots had helped me out. And I got to drive. You know what? After I shut down the computer and restart, probably everything will be okay. I'm not going to do that now. Go to share and then select photos. That's what I did. I tried that, Paul. I actually went to the share button in Zoom. It shows me, but it's not showing everything else. View options. Hold on. Exit full mode. All right. I'm not even going to bother. I don't know what the hell is going on here. View. Share screen. Who cares? Standard. Exit full screen.
There's
All right.
one of the photos.
I don't care anymore.
Lawrence, there's one of
Yeah,
them.
there you go. Okay. Now, see, that one I thought was real nice because it lets you know he's learning about exposure.
Says that he's hanging out over the traffic. I don't know what they do in Canada, but you know.
Yeah. We don't know if that's legal or not because we don't live in Canada, but he is a licensed pilot, just as if you were a licensed 107 pilot, except he's an advanced drone pilot. But do you have the one of the ship, Herman?
That's the problem.
That's the one where I said, uh-oh, Paul's got competition. First
They
job.
gotta wait because the internet connection.
Hey, congratulations,
And then
Rojo.
now here, what does it say? There's all kind of things going on with this stream right now tonight. There's the one with
there's the ship.
It's
it hasn't
coming
come
up in a
screen on their screen yet. It has not come up on there yet, but it is on our screen, so they should see it in about 15 seconds. Wow, that's a hell of a delay, though.
Well, you know what it is?
What?
Something's going on with YouTube and
Watching show and making some setup videos. I almost forgot. There it is. It's on their screen now. They can see it now. It just popped up. Almost forgot. We appreciate you coming in, Small Town Flyer. We definitely appreciate it. We are almost about to wind up in another 10 minutes. Rojo, be right back. AFK.
This widgets they want you to open up here. What's that good for?
On what?
On YouTube, in the studio.
Oh, I wouldn't even, it's those widgets just tell you what your analytics are. They don't help you or anything. They may say bandwidth is low, click here for widget, and there's nothing for you to click on.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
I
was
did
just
find.
wondering.
Yeah, he looks like one of Paul's ships. I agree, Angie. See? I mean, the sky is a little blown out, but that can be adjusted with filters. So for him to be 16 years old and be one of the top drone pilots in Canada, Roger and you guys up there, y'all better watch out.
Right. So it's cool.
Yeah, it
Very
is cool.
It's a cool shot, but it's fine. But that's what's happening tonight. So we got the rundown on who's going on tonight, and everybody knows where to go when you leave here. We got what's that? The Fly for Fun show, and
Yes.
you have what was that? Coast to Coast with Bill, and you also have Jake Sloan, and
I agree, Paul.
closing out the night, we got Dobo.
Yeah, yeah. By the time these guys, like, I start fading about 3/4 through the Fly for Fun show because then the food starts digesting,
Oh boy!
and then I turn into a bear.
I
And
got the T-shirt today.
hold on, I haven't seen. Let me pull up that window. You got the T-shirt. Which? Oh, there it is. Real men shoot raw. Yes, yes. Phantom supporters of the world.
Real men
No.
shoot raw.
I just think that it's a shame that they got rid of the raw feature with some of these point and shoot drones, but it is what it is. We can't do nothing about it, and we're at their mercy. So basically, they're trying to say if you don't if you don't if you never shot video footage in raw, you don't know what you're missing.
Your picture files, if you get them in raw file, they're easier to work with in Lightroom and other things like that.
Yeah. But then they're oversaturated and overworked.
No, I'm saying your raw files. That's what you want for putting in Lightroom. You don't want to put the JPEGs in there.
True.
I mean, you can, but
I mean, there's a million ways that there's an actual
yeah, Jim, they
there's
got
an
them
actual
on
page.
Amazon.
There's an actual page that I'm looking at that I want you guys to read and I want you to decide. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Hey, Brant Ariels.
On what?
It says RAW versus JPEG.
Oh,
It's an article. Makes
not
for
the
good
one.
reading. And they have perfect examples in it too. RAW versus JPEG as far as processing, long exposure. There's a bunch of there's a whole table of contents. And the reason that I push raw images so well is, you know how you see these pictures in HDR and all of that? You can't do that with JPEG. You can it's a different format altogether. I do agree, but check out the article and decide for yourself. I figured I would pull this up because
Just get the Polaroid.
I actually have this article bookmarked so I can point out when somebody asks me that particular question, I can pull up this article. D-Log is pretty much all that DJI has now. You're right, because they got rid of D-Cinelike and they got rid of all the other modes. And it's okay, I understand people don't want to know what D-Log is. People don't want to know what D-Cinelike is. But when you reach a point, and Jim, you may agree with me, you may disagree, but when you reach a point where you're flying drones and you've learned all there is to learn about the drone and its characteristics, the next thing you should focus on is the camera.
Mm-hmm.
And right, D-Log is pretty much all that DJI has for video. And I think that's sad. I like the option of being able to switch between D-Log and Cinelike, even though my Phantom 4 Pro, I put it in D-Cinelike and have never changed it.
Well, D-Log, I don't like D-Log on the Phantom 4 Pro. I really don't. Because it
Welcome back, bro.
It fixes the the ISO and everything on the camera.
Mhm.
I don't like that.
Yeah, yeah, it does fix it like that. But what can you do? You're at the mercy of DJI. Like I didn't personally like
I mean, you
D.
can. There's a workaround it, but there's no need to use it for
I
what.
didn't personally like D-Log, but now I'm starting to like it because I have the Air 2S.
Well, on
I-
the Air 2 S or the Air 2 period in those, I mean, it is actually the best color profile to use.
Right.
Um, but I mean, once again, if you just want to leave it in normal, I mean, it's going to be a little contrasty, but it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, but you have the option of shooting in D-Log
But then again, that's
normal.
DJI period. You know, that's DJI period. They're very contrasting. You know, and
This is
they're
true.
getting worse with it because if you look at the side by side footage of
Mhm.
the Phantom 4 Pro in the same 4K 60, you know, with the 2S, the 2S is very contrasting.
DaVinci Resolve, okay, is a powerful software editing. Everyone is talking about DaVinci for editing video. I've never tried it. They say it's free. I mean, I'm an old Filmora
Free.
head. I started out with Filmora 8. I have Filmora 10 now. And I'm actually thinking about Filmora Pro, but I don't want to go into that Premiere Pro mode where you have to create your transitions and
Mm-hmm.
I'm comfortable with Filmora 10. I
Mm-hmm.
don't like some of the modifications they've made to it, but I'm comfortable with it. But
Oh,
I need to try out DaVinci Resolve
okay.
since I have
It has
Wondershare. I would like to compare them. I'd like to
it
see what
has
the
its things,
rave
but
is.
they're
I've
getting
seen
a
great
little
work from
better.
DaVinci. Isn't it
Huh?
free?
Oh, I don't know. I don't.
Isn't it a free download?
I
Something? Hold
really
on.
don't know. And
Let's
like I
look.
said, as far as Filmora is concerned, they're getting a little better. You know, 10 was better than 9.
Vin.
They're very similar, but there's certain things about it that just works a little better.
Okay. I'm looking at it now. They say now they're up to DaVinci 17. It's
Okay.
called Black Magic
And it's
design.
free. If
If
it's
they're up to
free,
17, the
I'll check
top
it
of
out.
17 for
I'm not
17
buying no more editing software.
professional editing. I think this is their version of
Okay.
like Premiere.
Okay. I
This
have
is their
that
version
too.
of Premiere. But if you go back, DaVinci Dissolve by itself
Mm-hmm.
is a separate program, and I believe that is free. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
So here's what I'm looking at here. Okay, what Jim put in the chat is free. The
Powerful
studio
software editing.
is
Dissolve
$295.
is free. DaVinci Resolve Studio is $295.
Okay. Flat
Okay.
fee?
Yeah, is that a flat fee?
That's not bad.
Yeah, if it's a one-time price, I could see that. I could see that. DaVinci Resolve.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Then.
Yeah, yeah. Now they have a DaVinci Studio 17 free download. Of course, that's only a trial to wet your mouth. Then you do something and you go bam with a watermark saying for blankety blank, whatever.
$295. You can get it.
Yeah.
Jump on
17
it.
tech spot, but DaVinci's Resolve Studio 17 seems to be their top software.
Well, guys, it's about that time, and the Fly for Fun show is just about
Has
started.
already started, yes.
So it's time to head on over there and tell them I sent you. And I thank
Flat
you guys
fee,
for
free updates.
for stopping
says
in
it
and
is a
hanging
flat
out with
fee.
us. What happened?
He
Oh, it's
says it
flat
is a
fee.
flat
Okay.
fee.
Okay, good. Well, when you jump on over there, tell them I sent you.
Yeah, say you're coming over from those guys.
Thank everyone, and we appreciate everyone for stopping in and hanging out with us. Thank you, and we will see you again on Sunday. And Lawrence, got anything to say?
No, that's it. Be safe and fly safer.
Okay. And I'll see you next time. Phantom Flight.